A rare appearance by President Donald Trump in the White House briefing room, the second one since he came into office, to tell Americans about federal efforts against the coronavirus. His administration is requesting $2.5 billion of funding from Congress.
Because of all we've done, the risk to the American people remains very low.
A day earlier, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control warned that Americans should expect coronavirus outbreaks in their communities and disruption to their lives. Trump has been accusing the media of exaggerating the spread of the virus and creating panic in the stock market.
Obviously, we want to make sure we mitigate the economic impacts and the extent to which public fear is driving that. That's important. But I think the overall message that we should expect to see cases here, and get ready for those cases and think about how we're going to mitigate the impacts.
Infected Americans number in the dozens, but more cases are expected. So far, the U.S. has tested fewer than 500 people, only those who have traveled to China, despite the global spread of the virus. Are you planning to test more people?
Well, we're testing everybody that we need to test, and we're finding very little problem.
Democrats have criticized Trump for downplaying the spread of the virus.
The administration has no plan. They have cut back repeatedly on our lines of defense, whether it is in the CDC or in the National Security Council.
There are more than 80,000 cases around the world with more than 2,700 deaths.
The idea of containing it, meaning stopping the spread, is probably not within reach. I think we should need to shift our focus to thinking about how to mitigate it.
Several U.S. states are preparing for worst-case scenarios, including New York. Governor Andrew Cuomo is requesting an additional $40 million of federal funding.
We'll also be asking the federal government to allow the state to do its own testing. This state has a very sophisticated Department of Health system and a very sophisticated laboratory.
That I'm going to be putting our Vice President Mike Pence in charge.
Trump has appointed Vice President Mike Pence to lead the federal government's effort against coronavirus. Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News at the White House.
Mr. President, to serving in this role, bringing together